before I get started, on behalf of the 4 million fast food workers in this country, I want to say thank you to SEIU and all of their members. For all the work you guys have been doing, for spearheading the fight for 15 in November 2012, when the New York workers walked off the job, you wouldn't believe it or not, SEIU has been right there in our corner since day one, and they deserve. Well, as Vanessa said, my name is Terrance Wise from Kansas City, Missouri. And not only do I work at McDonald's, Vanessa, I work at Burger King as well. I've worked in fast food for nearly 20 years. That's 2 decades. And despite the fact that I've worked nearly 20 years in this industry, a $200 billion industry, I only make $9 an hour at both of my jobs. And that ain't right, Ashana. That ain't right. And let me tell you what $9 an hour means. Me and my fiance, who's a home health care worker, where the home health care workers at? Well, my fiance, she's a home health care worker, and she's been doing this work for 13 years, and she only makes $10 an hour. Let me tell you what these low wages mean to me and my family. 3 incomes, 3. My 2 jobs, my fiance's 1 job. But yet we've still been homeless before. Imagine this, a family of 5, that's my family, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sleeping in our van while I'm getting ready for work in the front seat, my wife's getting ready for work, and my kids are getting ready for school in the back. That's something that should not exist in this country or anywhere, period. It shouldn't. While Steve Easterbrook, the CEO of McDonald's, if you didn't know a little bit of information, while he's making $9,000 an hour, I'm making $9 an hour. That means I haven't been to see a dentist or a doctor in 18 years. I don't know why this smile looks so good, but I would love to go see a dentist or a doctor. I can tell you that much. I can tell you that much. And it was no hope. We lived in despair, me and my family, until the fight for 15 came along. The fight for 15 brought hope to my family. It brought hope to me and my little girl. Because alone I could do nothing. 20 years, I'd ask for a raise. I'd ask for more hours. I'd even ask for new uniforms. I could receive nothing by myself. But the fight for 15 came along and changed my life. The fight for 15 showed me that when we organize our strength in numbers, we can make change happen. When we organize our strength in numbers. When we start to build a multiracial, look around this room. Look around this room. When we start to build a multiracial movement in this country, we can move mountains. And ladies and gentlemen, we have been doing that for the past 3 years with the fight for 15. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. And the proof is in the pudding. You see the victories. From sea to shining sea, we've raised wages in California $15 an hour. Where California at? You better make some noise. You better. I didn't go on strike for nothing. I didn't. We raised wages in New York $15 an hour. New York, where are you at? Everyone is making $15 an hour and has a union as well. For real. Even in my city, Kansas City, Missouri, we doubled the minimum wage. doubled it, had city council an overwhelming 12-to-1 vote on raising our minimum wage. Now that's a fight that's still ongoing, but we'll keep fighting until we get it. Let me tell you some of the things we've had to organize and use our strength in numbers to win. We've won employee bills. We've had to fight for employee bills. We won them. We had to organize our strength in numbers to win the new uniforms I mentioned and to fix broken equipment in our stores. We did that. We organized, we fought, we won. We did. And not only, ladies and gentlemen, can we make change in the workplace when we organize, we can do it in the halls of government as well. Yes, we can. And I tell you,
can y'all really not hear me in the back? Oh, there you go. Okay. I can hear it coming back and it feels like it's screaming at you. So, sorry for being so quiet. But since I've gotten involved in this movement, I know that there are so many underpaid workers. It's not just fast food workers. It's adjunct professors. It's healthcare workers, home care workers, airport workers. There are so many underpaid workers, and we're making such amazing progress.
Like Vanessa said, she admitted it. That's courage. And I'm sure she's not the only one in here that felt in the beginning like Vanessa felt. It's okay, I won't call you out. It's okay. A lot of people in the beginning thought we were crazy. Even people inside SEIU like Vanessa didn't really think a burger flipper deserved $15 an hour. But if I'm correct, the S in SEIU stands for service. And we all do a service, do we not? And all labor has dignity, does it not? So Vanessa, don't be afraid to express your fears and share them amongst your members. I can tell you, I've been on strike 10 times. 10. And the first time I went on strike, I was scared. It's only natural. But I had to weigh my options. Was I more afraid of McDonald's and their exploitation and what they can do? Or was I more afraid of not being able to feed my kids and keep a roof over their heads? Easy. And I hear you talk about how broad the movement's got, adjuncts, home care. We left one out. Child care workers. Child care workers. Hey, you thought the NOC got energy? Child care workers got some energy. And we got one from Atlanta, Georgia, the ATL, who's here today, and she's going to come up and speak to us, tell us her personal story, and while she's fighting for $15 an hour in a union with the child care workers, give a warm SEIU welcome